The Pokemon bull market has officially started to slow down. Is this the end? No, I highly doubt that. I just got back from a Pokemon Go Fest gathering, whatever you want to call it, where in my very small town, 77 people went to, and they stayed for 9 hours. Granted, Pokemon Go does not directly equate to trading cards, the TCG, etc. I know plenty of people that play Pokemon Go that don't do cards, or, talking to some people, they did cards when they were little, but now they're, grown adults. They don't really mess with that as much, or it's too expensive. They're priced out, so they spend their money on Pokemon Go instead. Now, again, there is no direct correlation between the two, but you know what's coming out soon that is TCG? The 30th anniversary. And yes, we still got to get through Pitch Black, but it seems like, honestly, I don't think anybody really cares right now about Pitch Black. Even though it releases on the 17th of July, which is like a week, less than a week, five days, something like that. Nobody's talking about it. I'm getting nobody asking me about it. Nobody seems hyped about it. Sure, the Mega Darkrai is a cool card. Sure, it was stupid expensive in Japanese. I don't think we see that in English. I really don't. I think Pitch Black, everybody's over it. Everybody's already over Chaos Rising, and Chaos Rising Wave 2 is coming. Now's the time to be buying Chaos Rising. Perfect Order. Nobody cares about Perfect Order either. Nobody cares about Ascended Heroes or Prismatic. You got 9 months left of Prismatic, maybe 8 months left of Prismatic. It's potential the SPC reprint was the last Prismatic we get. Like, that could be a real thing. Does anybody think about that? And, you didn't buy the SPC on the reprint. You didn't buy the dip. What everybody tells you, buy the dip. You didn't buy the dip. The ETB's just reprinted. You didn't buy that dip either. We're right back up to $180. And in a few months' time, when the 30th anniversary comes around, nobody's going to give a damn about any of these other sets anyway. 30th anniversary has a rumored 3 times bigger print run than the other Mega Evolution sets. 3 times the size. And you know what? I don't think it's going to do a damn. You might as well make it 33 times. I still don't think it'll be enough. I was trying to be bearish with this. GameStop was like, oh, $180 in ETB. And I'm like, don't buy that. It'll probably be $100 in ETB on release. But after some of these leaks, the Pikachu, the Mew, the Mewtwo, because we've seen those cards show up at card shows. There are videos of these cards around. That doesn't mean the videos aren't fake. And I think that's going to make this set super expensive. On top of everything else we're already getting. Apparently that Crystal Lugia, the 30 Pikachus, a Pikachu in every pack, the half pack size from 10 cards to 5 cards, which, at bare minimum, that means they can double the pack output. You realize that, right? If they put half the cards in, they can put double the packs out. I would argue we're at least double the print run, or at least double the packs. We'll say at least double the packs, which means they can put double the product out. So that's at least a 2x ETBs, booster bundles, UPCs maybe. That's at least a 2x. Rumor has it it's a 3x. But if they're putting half the cards in the pack, it can feel like a 6x. You get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, drop me a comment, put the time, and I'll try to explain that better. I'll try to explain my thought process. But technically that could be a 6x with product. But I don't even think I'm going to be able to get 30th anniversary as a store. I don't think my connections are going to want to give it to me. And if they do, I'm going to have to pay up. I'm starting to get worried about the 30th anniversary. I really am. And to make matters worse, I feel like I should be worried about the Rayquaza set too. Because Rayquaza has all the hype in the world. It's more hype than Greninja. It's definitely more hype than Darkrai. I mean, these 3 sets right here, Pitch Black, Chaos Rising, Perfect Order. Nobody cares about these 3 sets. As soon as the 30th anniversary comes out, nobody's going to care about this block. And to be quite frank, I know people care about Ascended Heroes, but it seems like nobody does. And what is up with the Pokemon market where it's just on to the next shiny new toy? Nobody cares about anything except for the next shiny new toy. Oh, the next shiny new toy. The 30th anniversary will come out. It'll dry up real fast. Everybody's going to go, all right, where's the Rayquaza? I just want the Rayquaza. Come on, give me the Rayquaza. Which there's leaks for that as well. And if that's legit, man, we're screwed for that set too. They could put nothing else in there. It could just be the Mega Rayquaza, and we're screwed. Like that's how good, that's how popular Rayquaza is. That's how good the 30th anniversary is going to be. I just can't wrap my mind around how nobody cares about these other sets. Destined Rivals still hasn't recovered yet from that reprint. I just picked up 20 of them for the store. I am under market price on the store. I expected these first couple to fly, and they didn't. Seems like nobody wants them. I'm not making a killing. I'm really not. 10%, that's usually what I aim for. A couple bucks under market, I make my 10%. I'm happy. You save some money under market, don't pay taxes on checkout. It's a win-win for all of us, really. But I truthfully expected the Destined Rivals ETBs to fly, and they haven't. And everybody was going absolutely crazy over Destined Rivals. Oh, Team Rocket, Giovanni, Mewtwo, Jesse James, the Meowth. Everybody was going bananas. And then everybody was angry and upset about it when we didn't get all those things. And then everybody went crazy over it. The booster box is $600 plus a booster box. The Mewtwo's over $500 a card, and it's a $2,500 PSA 10 or whatever it was. I don't even know. And now nobody cares again. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing, people? Like, that is the best booster box set of the whole generation. You have ETBs at a relatively decent price. They just were like $210. And now nobody wants them for $160. Nobody wants a $50 discount, but you'll pay $180 for the 30th anniversary and you don't even know what the cards look like? Something ain't right here, guys. I truthfully am at a loss for words. I don't understand. Yeah, everybody knows the 30th anniversary is going to be crazy, hype, blah, blah, blah. But we don't even know what the cards look like. And people are dropping $180. Now we can say Pokemon Center cracked down on GameStop and they had to lower their prices. So now they're $100 in ETB, which at $100 in ETB, honestly, I should go grab as many as I can. Because I don't think they're going to be available for $100 in ETB anymore. I really don't. I'm starting to think maybe 150. Maybe they do Ascended Heroes. They come out for 100 and, after a week, they're up to 170. I can see that. 170 in ETB, and, we'll get reprints and stuff eventually, just like we should for Ascended Heroes. But I'm talking, like, release week. We saw it already with one of the more hyped, one of the most desirable sets, and now nobody cares about it. Can somebody tell me, like, I will read the comments. I will talk with you. Tell me in the comments, like, help me understand, why does nobody care about Ascended Heroes, Prismatic, Destined Rivals? Nobody cares about anything right now. And there are very good discounts on a lot of things. People are willing to sell 80%, even at the lows of whatever, 160 in ETB, Destined Rivals. People are willing to sell at percents, and I'm here to buy. I'm okay if I get a small amount of 30th anniversary, because I know all these other suckers, all these other idiots are going to go pay 100, 120, 180 in ETB. And, if I don't, sure, I might not get much. I might not have it. But I'm going to have all the other good stuff. And that stuff's going to start going bananas when everybody figures out, hey, I can't get the 30th anniversary. Hey, all the scalpers took it, and they're charging me 200 in ETB. But Destined Rivals over here, 170 in ETB, and, it's going out of print whenever it goes. Or Prismatic is the same price, and it's no longer being printed. It just got another reprint and, rotates out in a couple months. I don't know. Prismatic looks super attractive to me. I think all the stuff that's getting ready to rotate out look attractive. Sure, Temporal Forces isn't the strongest. Shrouded Fable's not the strongest. Stellar Crown's ass. Technically Shrouded Fable's ass, but Prismatic, Twilight, Surging Sparks, nobody wants any of them. I truthfully don't understand. Now is the time to begin it. And I get summer slowdown, whatever. People aren't spending as much time in the Pokemon hobby. People don't have all the expendable money. I get it. I was on vacation earlier. I get it. You take a little break. I just had outage. I kind of took a little break this past week because I was working so much. But I don't understand people that want everything as, it's up here. People want it at the top. People don't want it when there's a small pullback. Do I really think the 30th anniversary is going to save the day? No, I think we're just in a normal summer slowdown. Sure, the 30th anniversary is going to be super hype, but I think it's going to be in cahoots with people coming back from the summer, school coming back, people having their normal schedules back where, the kids are gone at school for the day and people are at work, not taking vacations and stuff like that. And there's going to be more money because people aren't spending it elsewhere to come back into Pokemon. And I think that with the 30th anniversary is just we're all going to be screwed. And then right after the 30th anniversary, oh, here comes Rayquaza. And what comes after Rayquaza? I have no idea. But there's been a lot of rumors. People were throwing out the rumor of the Ruby and Sapphire remakes coming. That was dating last year. And we've never seen it. It may happen. I highly doubt it. But crazier things have happened. I mean, we're getting a Rayquaza set. The 30th anniversary has 30 Pikachus in it, and apparently this Pikachu, this Mew, and this Mewtwo. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. If you want the 30th anniversary, I'm going to try my best to have it on the store. But don't yell at me if you don't like the price. Just don't buy it. I'll do my best. I'll try to get the best price I can, but I really don't think I'm going to get anything meaningful. And I definitely don't think I'm getting any UPCs, that's for sure. As bad as I want 100 UPCs, I don't even know if I'm going to get one. And if I do get one, it's really not worth my time to make a listing on the website. For one, I'd rather just throw it in my closet, put it on the shelf. It'll look like a nice display piece. Unless the printers run for weeks and weeks and weeks and just keep printing out that Espeon and Umbreon promo and all those UPCs, I can't see it happening. It's not going to happen. Maybe we see a shit ton of ETBs. That would be nice. That's a very nice promo for the 30th anniversary. The little Easter eggs in there. Very nice. Very fitting. The ETB looks really nice. I'm a little worried, for sure. I'm a little worried for my store. I'm worried I'm not going to get any. And I'm worried they're going to be super expensive. I'm very hopeful we see wave after wave after wave of these. Like we saw with, Celebrations when it came out. There was so much stock. And then nobody wanted it. The PC ETBs, I sold mine at $80 a piece. I was younger. I was dumber. That's for sure. Definitely. I wish I didn't. $80 a piece, I basically broke even, to be honest. I sold a Celebrations UPC for $250. I only had two, and I sold one for $250 because I was worried they were going to reprint the UPCs again. Never happened. I'm thankful I still have the one. Am I going to dump that now that it's, $1,400? I've been thinking about it. Really, I have. I don't think the 25th anniversary is really that great, especially when we're seeing what we're seeing with the 30th anniversary. Maybe I should dump it. This video has just gone to so many different points. I apologize for that. Usually I have like a little outline I follow. I really didn't have time to make one. I'm just kind of rattling off thoughts that come to mind. Things I'm genuinely worried about. I think that's a safe spot to end the video. I think Pokemon's in a pretty decent spot, and I think people are just making the wrong moves. Pullbacks you should be buying. You should be buying now when things are coming back down to earth. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Buy them up. You'll be super happy in 4, 5, 6 months when a lot of that stuff is a lot higher, when Prismatic is back over $200 and that reprint window is very, very narrow. It's getting ready to rotate out. It's only got a couple months left. They don't tend to usually reprint stuff when it's that late in its life cycle either. I don't know, guys. Like I said, touched upon a lot of different places, jumped around a lot, may be a little confusing. I hope you all liked the video. A bunch of helpful links in the description of the video. Shop the website, join the Discord, it is free 99. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. If you like following my journey as a store and as just a guy trying to offload some of his collection to help buy a house one day, smash that subscribe button. Join the Discord, chit chat with me, chit chat with some other cool people, some other Pokemon nerds in the hobby. Yeah, that's really all I got for you guys. This is Max Pax signing